This is all BW80 parts right here. The frame's done. The forks are done and rebuilt. And I got the motor here. I want to show you a few things when you're pulling this clutch cover that'll help you out. Use that number 3 bit. That isn't the appropriate bit. You're actually, there's some sort of, I forget the name of it, but there's a Japanese tool that's for these screw heads. But this fits so much better than number 2. I've yet to strip one of these screws with one of these bits, because lots of times what'll happen is I'll get these clutches, or I'll go to work on one of these old Yamahas like a Blaster or something, and every one of these is stripped out. You can see I've been in and out of there a couple times, nothing stripped. So new gasket. I took 4 balls out of the clutch basket just so that it'll engage at a higher RPM, which should let me launch a little better. And I also put the 12 front sprocket on it, which is I think -3. I think the front was a 15 originally. And I got the 2-stage reeds in here. So obviously the carb mod, and we got a pipe that we're building for it. So this thing should really perform like we want it to. That number 3 bit, take all these bolts out of the clutch cover. After you take off your Kickstarter, gently wrap on it with a mallet, pull it off. Your clutch bolt, you gotta have an impact, or you could use a breaker bar and try and secure the clutch in one place, but it'd be better off if you had an impact. It's regular old normal thread, just turn it to the left real fast and it'll come off. The whole clutch will turn slightly and come off. You'll see the gear mechanism behind it. And then 3 C-clips, take it out, in order, put it upside down like a contract, put in the new plates on the way back. And when you're at the very bottom, remove the 4 balls if you want the high, this whole point of this video is the high RPM mod for the clutch. So after you get all the way down into it, you'll see the video. Remove 4 balls from the inside so that they're all evenly spaced, and then reassemble it all in reverse. So, and that's gonna help you out. So this is going into a BW build of mine similar to my wife's, and I want it to perform really well. You see I got the KX65 carb and a custom intake I made, which you can see on the build video, and I have a KTM 85 pipe going on it. And the spacer gutted. So you can see a lot of ways to mod a BW PW engine if you check out the channel. So appreciate it. You guys like and subscribe. American muscle clutch in this BW. We're not looking for top speed. We just want to scorch the earth. First top end all torqued down. Guys, you never want to install a new top end with an old clutch. Look at the play in this thing. We're gonna redo that clutch, brand new. And I already drained the soil before I did this. I'm gonna get a new clutch gasket because this one kind of tore up. We're gonna inspect everything. And it's gonna be that. New one. This is the new one made out of old jailhouse wine cork. And here's the old one. You can see it's pretty worn out, dudes. That thing's lopped. It's lopped out. So we got this one soaking like we're supposed to. It's gonna be real. It's gonna have a lot of man glitter in it. There's some aluminum in that cork, and they're gonna spill a lot. So is it friction plate?
I'm gonna set them out.
You want a paper towel right there?
The way they'll go back in. You tell me.
Oh, I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying.
Yeah, boy.
He wants to stack the shit as high as he can in here.
Keep it clean.
See these springs though? Isn't that different?
That's what we gotta do. That's what he asked me to do.
So those do push outwards, but they push the plates instead of on the. Yeah, they're all toasted. There was a lot of play in this clutch, guys. Like a lot. So we're gonna get it taken apart and let this soak just about 2 more minutes, and then we're gonna reassemble it all, hawker outer. So we're gonna mod it by shooting some bolts. Show them how it's wavy again. See that? How it's tacoed?
It's open here, close here, wide here.
We're gonna even it up, boys. Get them springs nice and stiff. Not gonna eat clutches as much, and it's not gonna lag between gears. Under that, the next one with the springs, there should be a grouping of balls in there that we can mod as well.
Sack of balls.
Yeah. There's more than
The
2.
ball sack out.
Now, how many we got in there? 12? Yeah, we got 12. So we could take 1 each, bro. if we wanted.
It'll make it lock out quicker.
No,
Your RPMs will have to come up higher before it'll
so lock out later. And then it's gonna wheelie. So let's just do them evenly, one each. That's lucky. You can do it. That's a good idea, dude. I was gonna pick one of the sides. Smart. Smart.
Keep it balanced, bro.
Smart. Well, I was gonna shake it afterwards.
Shake it up.
Yeah.
Just see where they fall and call it good.
Yeah, just like
Stack them all on one side.
Roulette.
Feel like a Harley.
Stack them all.
Feel like a Harley going down the road.
All right, boy. There's the modded clutch. That's the high RPM clutch right there, boys. That's that trans brake. All right, now we're re-clutching.
And we can start stacking.
What was first?
Steel.
After that, it was fiber,
And
wasn't
the
it?
fiber.
Oh, you're calling that piece steel. Gotcha. I see what he's doing there. Yeah, the old ones we can just fucking leave in a stack, I guess. And my trash can, fool.
Okay, that's not bad.
Ignore this guy.
We'll leave that.
The bike that the clutch mod is going on is going to be very similar to this. This is the one I built for my wife. This one is my wife, so I didn't do the clutch mods on it because I like it to be as tame as possible. One thing I did do was go down one tooth on the front sprocket. Hey guys, if you're watching, be sure and come back and watch this BW rip, because this thing's going to get it. I'm wanting to get the most out of this engine that I can. So a few mods that we're doing, the front end, you know, the CRF80 front forks. We're doing the two-stage reeds. We're doing the oversized carb and custom intake. We're making a custom pipe for it. So a KTM85 pipe. We're gutting the actual exhaust manifold, I guess you would say. We're gutting it completely out as thin as we can. We ported the intake. We didn't necessarily port the exhaust port on the cylinder, but we're trying to match it with the pipe because it's not from factory. If you're watching, I want you to come back and actually check out the video of this thing ripping, because that's the whole point. We want it to actually get it with me on it. With my 230 pounds on it, I want to see it out there ripping. So, and I know you guys do too. And I know a lot of these mods are, hopefully it's what you want to see, and it'll work on your PW. It'll work even better. So you guys be sure and like and subscribe. Check out the channel. There's a lot of stuff always going on. And I want this to be one of the baddest little BWs around. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really going all out on it. I'm totally willing to show and share what works and what doesn't with you. And check out the channel, because you could see the entire build of my wife's bike from start to finish. And that ain't no factory BW. I don't know if you can tell from just looking at it. There's more going on there than a Chinese thumb throttle, boys. Quick list of mods on this BW. We got the 19-inch back tire. The factory's 18. It's a little bit thinner, but it's a lot taller. We're down one on the front sprocket. Brand new chain and sprocket from JT Sprockets. That's usually where I get my stuff. Chinese 850-pound shock on there. It's like 45 bucks from Amazon. We had to shim it to make it fit, but it actually raised it up 3 inches or so. We're running PW plastic on it, which is about 50 bucks off of Amazon and eBay. Cheap bark busters just for looks. Thumb throttle on the ODI lockout grips. Jetted carb in there. The Boyson 2-stage reeds. We have a slider we chopped down off a YFZ 450. Some Chinese chain tensioners. There's the JT Sprockets, or they may be Sunstars. I don't know, but I usually get them from JT. Front tire is 1 inch bigger than factory. The one that's going on my bike is actually 3 inches bigger. It's going to be a 21. So I have the XR80 front forks on it. And there's actually a lot more to it. You know, we have a Chinese top end on it, but we knocked it out with the build and did as much as we could. My bike's actually going to have the head decked on it. So, lots done to that bad boy, guys. Appreciate it. Be sure and like and subscribe. Yamaha all the way. I love Hondas, but man, probably I'm taking the Yamaha's guys back every time.